children have been clamouring to learn chess. I get requests from every year group about chess. I'm convinced that the strategy, the discussion, the enjoyment, the game playing all have something to add and will in fact enhance the children's attainments in other subject areas.
We have learned bishops, pawns, queens, and that's all.
Next, after Queens, we're learning about Knights, and these are probably the most difficult. With CSC, we follow a curriculum, which I think is fantastic because the way that the curriculum works up, step by step, small bit by small bit, really helps the children digest it, and I think they can understand it a lot easier that way. The lessons that I did today, that was only their 6th lesson in each class. They were giving moves that more advanced players may even struggle with. I mean, they were giving moves where the Queen was attacking more than one pawn when they've never learned about a Queen before. That's really good. So that kind of tells me that they're really understanding what we've done so far.
Well, in Hungary we made a very big step starting from 2013. Chess will be a choosable subject from September in every school. The school can decide whether they choose chess as a skill development. Here in England, chess in schools and communities, charity is doing a very good job. So I do hope that in the near future I can also say the same numbers as they can.
The lesson you just saw was their first full game of chess. We build it up gradually, you know, from pawn games to rook games, knight games, bishop games, so that they get to know how the pieces move. If you capture this pawn, she will use her pawn to capture your knight. And that's not good, that's not a good trade, but you can capture... Yes, exactly. She's only just learned, but she can understand it.
I like when you're moving your objects and then you actually get the other person's objects. And even when you get checkmate, you win. You need to think of ways in your mind you can get the king to win.
I think it teaches them how to reason. It's because of the puzzles involved. Like when we started with the pawn game, it's a very simple game where you have to get your pawn to the back rank, the first. And so they start to learn how to think ahead. And so it gives them an idea of how to concentrate and how to think ahead. The form teacher told me that they're better behaved now. And that is very encouraging. You know, she told me they're more attentive, you know. Sometimes she used chess as a reward. So if you're naughty, they won't be able to play chess.
The thinking ahead has benefits in terms of problem solving in maths. The fact that you're playing with someone and focusing on the board builds relationships within the class. It can be surprising actually which children achieve in chess. We've had 1 or 2 children who have been really struggling in other areas who actually have turned out to be extremely good at chess. And that can be very, very good for somebody's self-esteem and self-confidence, which again has a knock-on in other areas.
Well, it's always nice to see the results immediately. I mean, these kids come and make our moves for us. And it's quite an enjoyable session always. So far I haven't been involved in a greater way, but I am involved in a similar project in India. We call it the Mind Champions Academy. And it's wonderful to see that Chess in Schools and Communities is doing something very similar here in the UK.